Thirukkural through stories. Story number 1. Alpha. Thiruvalluvar was sitting on the pier of his small home at Mylapre, deeply contemplating. A few palm leaves were lying near him waiting for getting inscribed with his wisdom. The feather with a blunt tip that has been serving as his pen, while B. Thirukkural ink moved over his face, was wondering why people had to touch different parts of their face with the tip of a pen when they were thinking. Thiruvalluvar's wife Vasuki, who was inside the house, came to him and observing that her husband was in deep thought, asked him in a gentle voice, "May I help you with your problem, dear?" "It's not a problem. It's a project I have been conceiving," replied Thiruvalluvar. "I want to write a book encompassing all aspects of our life in this world," he continued. "Oh, it should be a challenging work. Please make your work stand out from the rest of its kind. After all, there is no dearth of books on ethics and morals, though only a few people read them. And very few of those who read them even think of following them. I am planning to write my book with a different structure. I want to write 2-line verses, with the second line a little shorter than the first." "Good idea," commended Vasuki. "People are more likely to read a short verse." "What will be the title of your work?" "I have been thinking of the title. I have tentatively chosen Kural, which in Tamil means a short verse. But somehow the title seems inadequate to me. Just add the auspicious prefix Thiru to Kural and make it Thirukkural, suggested Vasuki. "That's a wonderful idea. The title, Thirukkural, sounds very nice. This short title is in consonance with the short verses that my work will be made of. Each of my short verses should have a profound meaning. That's my ambition. Don't call it an ambition. Have it as your goal and you will achieve it. Have I not been observing how you convey a lot through the few words that you speak to me? Are you conveying something subtle to me through your short message, Vasuki? Are you suggesting that I don't speak to you much or that my words have a hidden meaning that could be deemed pejorative?" asked a somewhat upset Thiruvalluvar. "No, dear. How can I imply such a thing about you, a person who is overly careful about not hurting anyone through the use of words even inadvertently? Did you not once tell me that choosing harsh words over benign words is like choosing to eat an unripe fruit when ripe fruit is available in plenty?" "Did I? That seems to be a good line. I will make a note to use this in one of my Kurals. Your idea of packing a powerful idea in a small verse reminds me of Vamana too, the tiny figure that contained the gigantic Trivikrama in him. Incidentally, the Vaishnavite saint Namajwar calls Vamana Thirukkural-based, the great little man. Just as Vamana covered the terrestrial world with his one tiny foot and the celestial world with his other, the 2 verses of your Kural will also contain a world of wisdom in them. That is the idea. How are you going to organize the content of your work?" "I plan to structure my work by dividing it into 3 sections corresponding to the 3 major pursuits of human beings, namely dharma or virtue, arth or materialism, and kama or love. These divisions, as you know, are as per our traditions." "But dear, I understand that our traditions mention 4 pursuits. Why are you leaving out the 4th pursuit, which is moksha or salvation?" "I consider the 4th pursuit moksha or salvation as the objective and the other 3 pursuits as the means for attaining the 4th pursuit. From another perspective, the first 3 pursuits relate to our way of life. Everything we do comes under one of the 3 pursuits. It is true, but don't you feel that leaving out moksha will make your work inadequate?" "I don't think so. If one follows the right way in one's approach towards the first 3 pursuits, the 4th pursuit moksha will come to him or her without his or her seeking it. This is the secret of life which people who pursue moksha without striving to adopt the right approach towards the other 3 pursuits fail to realize." "Oh, I didn't realize this. Tell me more about the book." "I will name my work Thirukkural, as per your suggestion. The book will have 3 sections: Aram, Paul, and Inbam, the Tamil names for dharma, virtue, arth, material pursuits, and kama, love. The book will have 133 chapters with 10 verses in each chapter. I have decided on the chapter headings and jotted them down." "Oh, did it not occur to you to get some inputs from me when you were thinking of topics to be covered under love?" "Don't be upset, Vasuki. I will seek your advice not only on love but also on the other 2 sections, when I am writing the verses. What I have prepared is only an outline. You will find it interesting to know that I am also covering the misunderstandings and rifts between lovers. You definitely know how to pacify an aggrieved spouse. Do you want me to believe that you are going to invite suggestions from me for the content of the verses?" "Vasuki, I really mean it. In fact, I want your suggestion even about the first verse." "Well, is it not the convention to sing the praise of God in the first verse?" "Yes, it is. In fact, my first chapter is titled, In Praise of God, and I will be writing 10 verses extolling the greatness and power of God. But there is another convention too. Tamil works need to have the word world in their first verse. In fact, often the verses start with this word. Even if it is not the first word, the word world should find a place in the first verse. I am breaking my head as to how to relate the world to God. Last evening, I was listening to a religious discourse at the Kapalishwara temple. The speaker narrated an interesting story. Lord Shiva had a mango. Each of his two sons Vinayak and Skanda wanted the fruit for himself. So Shiva and his consort Parvati held a contest. Both their sons should go around the world. Whoever completed the assignment first would get the fruit. While the second son Skanda went around the world flying on the peacock, which he always uses as his vehicle, Vinayak traversed a circle around his parents and claimed to have completed the assignment first. Shiva gave the fruit to Vinayak, accepting his claim. He explained to his infuriated son Skanda that for a child, its parents constitute the world. I think you will be able to derive some ideas from this story. Yes, you have led me to a wonderful idea. This story suggests that parents constitute the world. Since the world was created by God, we can say that God has a relationship with the world, a relationship similar to the one parents have with their child. So, the first verse can have the message, the world begins with God. I can make this the second line of my first verse. What shall I put in the first line? Can't you use the analogy of alphabets beginning with the first letter alpha? Wonderful, Vasuki. You have created the first verse for me. Just as the alphabets have alpha as the first letter, so does the world have God as its origin. This sounds very appropriate. I don't know how I should thank you for your great help. Remember my help when you are writing about the greatness of a wife, quipped Vasuki. Thirukkural. Section 1 The Path of Virtue. Chapter 1. In Praise of God. Verse 1, in Tamil, Akara mudhala I juthellam adi bhagavan mudha arri ulagu. Meaning, the alphabets begin with the letter alpha. The world originates from God. Thank you.